right, we are live, ladies and gents.
Trying to get it to show up on the YouTube. Here we go.
Pirates
Okay, it's muted.
Buccaneers.
That fire is cool. Yeah.
I do like the fire.
I do hope. I hope my guy. I have to look at his name. I never can say it. Can do something with it. You know, like with the. He said, "You want the flame effect?" I was like, "Yes, we want. We want to try to go for the flame effect." So,
yeah,
I think he can do the colors at least. You know, of fire and maybe if he can't make the outline on fire, maybe like a greater background behind it. You know what I mean? Hey, Scott.
Scott, Val.
It's not even loud. Hey, Bruce.
I want to turn that up even louder when you say that.
Somebody paid. All right.
Come on, Scott. Dumpster Diver Guy. I hear now had some good news with Amazon today. Good, congratulations.
What is he like? Does he have a new category or something he can sell in?
He's unlocked in a category.
Nice. That's good.
Val's all about the long vowel, Lusty. She likes those long vowels. And it is not loud. Jay. That's loud.
I'm loud.
Barbecue time. Man, bring it. Love some barbecue. Brisket's expensive now. It's going up. Hello, David. All right, let's talk about the big topics today.
Okay, good.
We got a lot to talk about, I think, today. So hopefully it should be a good show. By the way,
hey, Dave.
Help me out. Smash the like button. Done so. We're going to be talking about the usual. How many listings did you get up today? Not good for me today. Sales, Bolos. Clay's dressed up, by the way. Reselling Day Recap. This is a big one. This is from our Patreon call. What's the one? And I want everybody to. What's the one piece of advice you give to a new reseller? Or what's the one thing you've done this month that's had the biggest impact on your business? And then we're going to talk about the giveaway. And I think, actually, I just thought about this right now. Number 4, the answer to number 4, you can do it in the live chat. I hope you do. But I want that answer in the comment section after this video is no longer live. And what we will do is Monday, we will have a random drawing of everyone that answered question number 4 in the comments section after this video is no longer live, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Clay?
Yeah.
Like you know, the live feed doesn't show up as a comment. To actually show up in the comments of the video, it has to be a comment after the live show. So once again, and what we will be giving away, and thanks to James for this, he is donating a large box of men's clothing. I think it's all men's shirts. There's some good brands in there. And we will be giving it away Monday via a random drawing to everyone who answers question number 4. What's the one item you've done this month as a reseller that's had the biggest impact? Or you could answer, what is the one piece of advice you would give to a brand new reseller? All right, so answer that after the show is over, before Monday, and we will do the giveaway. Yeah, Jay's digging the Clay's tie.
Vintage, real vintage, none of
really?
this year 2000 or 1990s vintage.
All right, so listings today. I was talking about this with Clay today, and this is kind of life, right? Like, I'm very motivated, very driven. I love my Patreon call in the morning. By the way, if you're interested in the Patreon, Daily Refinement, that's Chris's channel, Daily Refinement. After our live show, go check out his latest video today. I think it's titled something like 100 eBay Tips. And on our Patreon call, he asked us the question I'm asking you. What's the one thing you've done this month that's had the biggest impact on your reselling? It was a great question. We had some, and he recorded our call, and I think that video has a lot of nuggets in there, so I would recommend that you check it out. I might share a couple of them from my notes, and I'll share my response, and I've already asked Clay that question, so he's kicking that question around also. So So anyway, so my morning started well. Let me see. Then what happened? He did come over. He helps me ship, and then he helps me list. Well, he did do the shipping part, and I'm not mad at him. But he has a lot of clothing he wants to list for himself, and I told him that's cool. So he didn't actually get any listings up for me. And then my day was just kind of hectic. A lot of things came up. I had to go pick up some auctions. I had a Zoom call, just a bunch of things. So I only actually got 3 listings up today, and it feels really horrible. Justin's also, my son is also coming back on board. We talked, and he's going to commit to at least 2 hours a day listing. Maybe he lists some tonight, I hope. But we bought him some new furniture because he had some rickety old bed. So we got him a new bed, new mattress, and he's been assembling that. And I get it.
Because did he give up the did he have an apartment until like now up in Denton?
Well, he had one until he moved back home. He's been home for a while now.
Okay, because I mean, he went up there and just stayed with the girl at times. Right?
At different times he had roommates. At different times he was living with girlfriends. So yeah, different things going on. Oh, so come on, Val, you gonna come on? I promise I won't pester you about listings, especially when I only got 3 up. I can't really say anything. So I'm sending the link. Anybody that wants to jump on and chat. So I didn't get a lot of listings up today. I'm really bummed out.
Hey, buddy.
There is the link. Clay, what about you? What kind of listing action you got going on today?
No listings, but that's okay. I've worked through more of my list. I was up late doing craps. So one of the big things that I keep talking about is I went back and forth with my cousin last night on different stuff for like my habit tracker and different pages for that, and she was able to design like a sleep tracker page and then like one that's going to be just a bunch of daily things. And then once I sat down, I was able to kind of come up with stuff for like, an eBay type page, you know what I mean? So I'm just working through, and some was personal things. Like I needed to update my credit card on FedEx, even though I haven't used it, and the toll tag and my insurance on Uber, even though I don't plan on driving Uber. So some of it was just, stuff like that, which I got to get it done at some point. So, so I'm working through the list, and then I'll get some more done here while we're, because I got a couple of questions I'll ask the crowd. Like the crowd.
Sounds good. Got some stuff done. All right. Well, let me answer Scott's questions. House sales. Oh, and by the way, Scott, I did do this. You'd be proud of me, but it didn't work out either. It's kind of one of those days.
Jay, there's Jay.
So Scott, after my run, and by the way, I ran 2 miles this morning too. So that's
huge.
Here, I've got the running week 3s in the books, keeping that going. So on my way home, Scott, I drove by dumpsters. I drove by Kirkland's, and I was going to check out some more, but I actually got out and looked in the dumpster, and it was empty. And then I remembered Tuesdays and Fridays are our trash day. I think the trash truck had just ran. But I promise you, I will check by there regularly, probably in the mornings after my runs. And that could be a good question for you. What's the best time to go dumpster diving? So let me know that. As far as sales, let me share you my screen. So this is kind of like number 2, Bolos and sales all wrapped into one. I did have a really big sale. I guess it was yesterday, but it shipped out today. So I can show you that. Sales are going good. Like this process, Scott, and everyone else is working. So here's my sales page. My 31-day numbers, I'm over 5,000 now. And I did share this with Scott and Kevin, a Facebook group. And yesterday, look at that. I cranked out $623.99. Now today's been pretty sad, only 46 today. But overall, this $46 and change today. But yesterday, I think I hit
I know for you, and I'm like going, hey, that'd be okay if I can make $46 every day.
Oh no, 46 is not a good day, but hey,
I did 46 today as well.
I think it all goes back to implementing. That's going to be the meat of today's show: is how can we get better? Like, as I'm implementing a lot of these suggestions from the Patreon group, it's really growing my store. So here's some things I've sold today: more headbands, more wristbands, a DVD, an ink cartridge, which I just listed. This one's kind of cool. This is a vintage RCA tube. I think it's a TV tube. And I think that's what it sold for, $27.99. This was in a lot from an auction with a bunch of tubes, and this is the first one that actually sold. So these are like from the 50s and 60s. So by the way, if you didn't know about tubes, some tubes, you want to look them up by the model number, 6JS6C. Like, I bought the whole lot of, like, I think there were 40 or 50 of these tubes, and I bought them for like $40. And so that one selling almost paid for the whole lot. So that was, but to be fair, not all of them are really valuable either. The Avon I talked about yesterday. Here's the big one. And here's the Bolo, I guess. If you don't, now you got to be careful, right? You don't want to do the CPAP machines or things that require a prescription, but a lot of medical equipment is worth good money. I picked up this neuropathy pain relief. I don't even know everything what it does, to be honest. Anodyne infrared light therapy 120. Yeah. And it has the bag, the manual. I did plug it in and test it. Everything seems to work. I paid $88, and I talked to Clay about this a lot yesterday. I took an offer, like they are selling up to $900, and I had it for $699, and I took an offer of $500. And part of me is like, I should have held out, but then again, that's a quick flip. I made over $400 profit, and I can reinvest that in new inventory because there's so much inventory out there. So as you guys, if you don't sleep on the medical equipment, now be careful. Make sure it's something that you can sell on eBay. But this was okay because some of this stuff has some good money. And let me go ahead and show you this. And this was my answer to Chris's question. And there's a lot of things that I've implemented that have helped. But I think studying this performance tab, especially the traffic report, is paying huge benefit dividends. Like, you can see my sales conversion. This was 0.9 about a month ago, and it's almost doubled. And what, like right here was the big change. I know I've talked about this. This is on April around here, 28th. Well, I think this is where I did it. I began doing promoted listings at 1%, and I began on my new listings offering free returns on most items. Now, if it's a real big heavy item, I'm still not going to do free returns because that's crazy in my opinion. But on smaller things, because the free returns, number one, is going to boost you up, right? And I also do free shipping now if it's something lightweight that'll go first class to get up there in the rankings. And by doing free returns, you're also going to not get as many items not as described. Like, if somebody gets and they want to return it, they're just going to put, they want to make sure that return goes through. So they're probably going to put item not as described. And so since implementing that, as you could see, like right here, my traffic, my impressions were in the 30 to 40,000 range. And once I implemented it, I mean, they were hitting over 100. Like, it peaked here on my 40% off sale week at 122. But even, and I also do the tiered sales. So at the first week of the month, it's 20% off, then 30, 40, 50% off. But you can see I'm averaging right around 100,000 impressions per week. And if you look at the big numbers, my sales are up 189%. So learn, and what I was in June, I'm going to up my promoted to 2%. I'm going to compare it versus this one. I don't know. I feel like I've been speaking a lot there. So sales have been going good. I've been learning a lot. And I would say my number one tip is get comfortable analyzing the traffic report and make one adjustment, really only make one adjustment at a time, and then look at those reports. Where'd Jay go? Nice pick, Jay. Look at those reports and then evaluate.
Love it.
I put some shades on.
So
you just take that picture?
No, that was in Selfridges in London.
Okay.
They were like £300, £400 sunglasses.
Gee. That's yeah.
So Val also had a day that didn't go as planned. But hey, are you
Hey,
scared now, Val?
Chadworth has to be able to see.
Are you worried that maybe he thought you looked differently, and maybe he thought you were a blonde Valley girl, and now he's gonna see you were a Portuguese, Chinese,
Valerie, you are Chinese, Mexican, and Portuguese. I did not realize my eyesight was so poor.
That's terrible. Oh, all right. Why don't y'all answer that question, guys? What's the question number 4? What's the one thing you've done this month that's had the biggest impact? Or what's one piece of advice, if you can only give one, to a new reseller? You want to start off, Clay? Because I give you more time.
Yeah. So I guess if it's financial, I guess doing the 1% promoted listings, it's not on everything, but it's on maybe like 2/3 of my stuff. I just didn't go back yet, and add it. But I've gotten 7 sales in the last like 2 weeks because of that, plus others on eBay without it. But so that's helping. And then, as I said before the show, I've gotten a lot better at not beating myself up. So if I don't get a lot of stuff done, like, I'm better, like, at least, like, it is what it is. I mean, it really is. And just try to do more tomorrow. And if I still don't, then, and I'm just working through the list, and I can see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel with crap here. But I'm also then starting to take on other things that, take time. But I don't know, just getting it all done, not beating myself up. For me, that's the key with the self-confidence.
Yeah. Let me just interject real quick on David. Like the tube tester, I'm kind of viewing tubes like radios. I'm not testing them. Mine was supposedly new in box, but if they say it doesn't work, I'm just going to issue them a refund and be done with it, versus trying to test everything. So let me see. If I can summarize what Clay said. Your biggest thing was the promoted listings at 1%
for money
and mental health, not beating yourself up for a bad day.
Because the promoted is the only thing that I've done different. I mean, I've had spurts where I've listed a whole bunch, So I guess that, I don't know. I mean, it's that, listing more, I guess, / promoted. So I didn't mean to do raking. That was a / not .com.
He likes his tan, so he could see you were a tan, curvy girl before the laser. What about you, Jay? What's the one thing you've done recently that's had a big impact on your sales? Or what's one piece of advice you give a brand new seller? I think like Janet, she's on here sometimes. Like,
oh yeah,
piece of advice.
That has a big impact.
I would say start with something you know about and you're confident with, and then as soon as you've learned that section, be looking to move into something else additionally. Don't obviously stop selling the first thing, but if you start off selling video games like I did, get comfortable selling video games, learn what you've got to learn about it, get confident with it, and then branch out into something else. Always be looking for the next thing, because if you go stale, you get bored, you get burnt out, get fed up, and you'll be working in Tesco's again, or McDonald's, or Chipotle, or Costa Coffee.
Chipotle.
That's good. I like that. So start out with what you know, then add niches as you kind of feel comfortable and the niche you semi-mastered.
Yep.
That's good.
Because you're never going to master. Like,
well, yeah, that you become adept in it.
Yeah, you're never going to master something. So always be looking for the next thing and just keep learning the ones that you already learn about. Because at the end of the day, your brain's just like a dictionary of knowledge, and you have to just keep adding pages to it. So,
I want to share something, and that's the thing. Like, there were so many things I could have talked about with my thing. I kept it to that one, But here's something else I did, and if you guys aren't using this, you may want to consider it. Let me go ahead and share the screen.
Is it?
Okay, here we go. Here we go. So here's a listing I did list today. This paper shredder I picked up at an auction, or no, an estate sale. This was an estate sale. I think I paid like $6 for it. One sold for $85. But anyway, that's not the point. The big point is right here. I've added this promotion. Like if you guys are not taking advantage of the promotions that eBay offers, you might want to consider it.
Didn't know they did it.
On all of mine, like the customer can get an extra 10% off if they buy 2 or more items. And then right here underneath it, it gives you, it shows you other items and they can go into your store. So this encourages them to buy multiple items at once.
So I didn't even know that was a thing. That's the first time I've ever heard it.
I presume that 10% comes out of your cut.
Yeah, but okay. to get multi quantities, I think that's a good trade-off. You just got to price.
I'm about to edit a listing. I'm going to see.
So let me show you how to do it.
My sales graph looks exactly the same as yours. Like it goes up crazy for the last 4 days, and then today I just had like 2 sales for like 40 quid. Yeah,
what happened?
I don't know. Everyone stopped using eBay today. So what?
It's weird. I guess they're doing other things. But if you go under marketing, under promotions.
Yeah, see, I can't do that yet because I don't have a store. I need to do that.
Got to get you a store, man.
It's not in the individual listing then.
No, it's under promotions.
Okay.
So here you would create a promotion. And I think a lot of us, like I've been doing the sell event, which is here. You can also do a codeless coupon, which that's something I want to figure out. You can do a shipping discount. Let's think. I think it's volume pricing. Let me see.
I can bear on my to-do list is I got to go back and promote some more stuff, and I'll just go to Google and Google how to figure it out. Because I don't know how to do much in the store because
order discount. Yeah, it's under order discount. So marketing. Promotions. Order discount.
Check a bunch of things or something.
Nope. It's pretty simple. Choose a category. Like I chose. Let me see. Yeah, store wide. You can do it however you want. You could do it just by departments, right, or categories.
Yeah.
But I did store wide to make it simple.
Yeah.
And then right here. Let's see. No quantity. Let's see. God, I set it up. I'm trying. You got to mess with spend. No quantity. Extra. Yeah, here it is. Like extra. You could. I do the percentage. You could do the dollar amount. Like I did extra 10% off when you buy 2 or more items.
Okay. You
could do it however you want, or you could do buy one get one free, buy one get one at half price or 20% off. Extra $10. I mean. Different things you could do, but I just had mine up real simple. I'm not going to save that because mine's already set up.
I added it to my to-do list, so
it's something to think about. I'm not saying you have to do it, but these are all.
I'll try it. Why not? For a few. I mean, if you lose a few bucks, but you sell a couple things at once.
Isn't that the goal? Kind of like Poshmark with the bundle. It's like eBay's more. It gives you more ways to play with it, but it's the same thing. That eBay gives you that option. They actually give you more. I mean, you can set it up however you like. Like this one, I did 30-day returns, but I'm not doing free returns because that's going to be expensive.
I mean, it's like, it's still income.
What I had.
it's still income. It's like I just sold a $7 T-shirt from that Nike unit we did, and you're like, so it's not a lot, but hey, for a quarter of 50 cents, I 14 times my money.
I messed up what I had set up. Dang
it. Here, so while you're looking at that, how, maybe you can answer, or Val, I can't figure out. I did it the other day on Poshmark, how to add stuff to make a bundle for people. So if I don't want to, even if it's a 1-item bundle, so I don't have to give discounted shipping, or like this one person liked. Oh God, did I not? Oh, I sold the Iron Maiden t-shirt. I need to take that, say that that's deleted. I couldn't figure out how to add things to a bundle all of a sudden. The other day I felt like I could do it, and now I don't know how to add stuff to a bundle, you know? So I need help on Posh people so I know how to do that. Instead of sending individual.
I could probably answer that. Like, I just can't really focus on your question while I'm trying to get this fixed, but I could probably.
Here, Jay, you can answer a question because you did the other day. Let me open another eBay tab. And I didn't get a chance to do it right then. How do I figure out, Jay, you said, my total income, so that I know what to
you go to account settings in the top left.
Account settings, okay. Yep.
Seller account.
Okay, hold on. Seller. Okay, seller account. It's going.
And then on the right, it will say invoices with a drop-down menu thing.
Oh, yeah. So I would just look at.
And then you just click the month and click go, and then it will bring up a page.
I see.
And it'll have like your breakdown of your fees.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. The amount that it's showing is what they took out. But
yeah. And then if you scroll down, there's like a little pie chart that says total monthly sales.
Oh, that's so easy. Thank you. God, that is so huge. Oh. So like in January.
There it is. All right, it's back. Okay.
January, let's see.
Stressing me out.
Oh, yeah. I sold $1,000 in January. That's not bad. A little over. Oh, Jay, you're the best. Love England, Britain, United Kingdom, whatever.
I'm surprised eBay even works the same over there, to be honest. Like,
that is huge.
David said he's answering the question. You should buy things you like. I like it. Simply Dana, don't simply buy stuff because it's cheap. That's a really good one. You don't want to have a junk store.
That's pretty much what mine is right now.
I have some junk things I bought cheap, but I know they'll sell eventually. And the promoted sold something that I bought a while back that maybe a lot of people wouldn't. So I'm like,
what's got to go. Reinvest your profits and find a niche that you love. Let's go.
A good way to evaluate how much you've learned is when you go into your storage room and you look at something and you go, why did I buy that?
Yeah.
Because then you know that you've learned something.
Yeah.
Because you know that you wouldn't buy that again.
Yeah, true.
At some point, you thought that was a good idea to buy.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Right.
I can run through. I wonder if that's boring, but I can run through like what the group said. I mean, I won't go into like each one in detail unless somebody wants to talk about. I can kind of give you what the short response everyone gave if you're interested.
Yeah.
I think we need to get Val in. Where's she at?
No, get her in here. All right.
She's scared of you, Brian. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Why is anyone scared of me? I'm the nicest person.
Mm-hmm.
Are you scared of me, Clay?
No.
No.
I'm not even afraid of him, and he's huge compared to me, like physically. So, like, if you mean all he's going to do is like, you should do this. And?
Don't know.
Yeah.
In a nice way, and it's like
I don't know. I might have to body slam Clay just to see.
If somebody was actually afraid of Brian, like if it's about like if Val, if you're there, like that he might get on you about listings. If you're in the show, there's that magical button, leave studio, boop, done.
I mean, I once again, I only give Clay a hard time, and I didn't give you a hard time today, but
he's not going to do it to anybody else. I don't think really. Not to the extent.
Ask me how many listings I did today.
0.
0, but I'm okay with that.
He's okay with that. So I'm not okay with my 3 listings, but hey,
actually, that's a lie. I listed one thing.
Oh, there you go. 1 beats 0.
Yeah, I picked up an Xbox today and some games. So.
All right. So the tip number 1 was create a grading system. If you think about that, when you buy something, whatever it is, you have to be able to evaluate it. Like, what's the condition, what you're looking up the comps, what's the sell-through rate, how much is it worth. That's kind of like the grading system, and we all do it. We may not even think about it, but you know, you've got to become good at having a grading system. Number two is to use a VA or to hire help, because we, at a certain point, we run out of time, and the only way you can scale higher is to either source higher ASP items, or to get a virtual assistant, or to get real life in-person help. So I think you need to consider doing one of those three, or try to do maybe all three even. Which is kind of, go ahead.
I have so much time in the day. It's ridiculous. Like, I swear I only work like an hour.
Like me, I should get more done. I know.
I have like 17 more hours to use in my day, and I'm so lazy.
Hi, my name is Clay.
I got so much
We
time
started
to
group Resellers, Lazy Resellers Anonymous.
I feel like once everything opens up, I'm literally gonna have like 10 more hours to work. Like, I literally have like 10 hours I can work more than I do now, because I just have nothing right now.
I can't really speak on that because I'm kind of killing it right now, like 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Considering this work when this isn't really work. Now, it's not all doing the same thing, right? Like, get up, go run, do the Patreon call, do my shipping. Usually around then, I'll either have a late breakfast or an early lunch. And then either listing myself or doing the research and putting the sticky notes, which is what I'm doing now, what I was doing, on the items for my listers to list. So they don't have, because the hardest part about listing on items that are collectible is figuring out what you got and how much it's worth.
Yeah.
And then, you know, this last hour is, to me, is kind of the reward. Now, and like today, some days I have to go pick up inventory. Today I went and picked up took a couple hours to pick up some inventory. But like honestly, if I was single and didn't have a family or wife, I'd probably work from 7 a.m. to
10 p.m.
Probably. Is that sick or what?
See, I do better if I had a boss, actually, because that's, you know, like,
nope.
That's the way my brain, if someone tells me, like at school, you have to do this, you just do it, you know. Or if this was actually more like I've talked about, in a sense.
That's what I'm trying to do when I ask you about your listings every day.
Yeah, manual labor-ish kind of.
He wants somebody to hold him accountable.
I hate that. I can't deal with someone telling me what to do.
It's how I grew up, you know, in the house/society where that's why I like it, not to go into the whole wearing a mask or not, but I'm like, they say to wear a mask, you just effing wear a mask, people. Besides going into the kindness and all that, you know, or something. It's like, you just do it because people said to.
Well, I'm okay with common sense stuff like that, but like, just like, I've never been good like working for someone, or like when I was in school, I used to hate getting told what to do. Like,
working for the man.
I don't know. It's just like, I don't know what it is.
You can't keep Jamie down. The man will keep him down.
I think it's because my mum was so bossy.
Okay.
We're agree with our therapist.
And I have several good friends, and it's not Brian, who are bossy, and he knows who I'm talking about at school. And this friend will say it, that she's bossy. And my former colleague, and I have to show this really quick. This trumps anything else that happens today. My friend who used to teach with me had the baby. So now Uncle Clay, as I said, that's just one of my best friends, along with Angie and probably her. This is Carissa, Angie, and Brian. So that's Evan Giles Gorham. So I have now 2 nephews and a niece.
Didn't even name it Jay.
So that's I know, the baby Jay. Hey, but here's the deal. So Mason, the oldest, my niece, everyone calls her Macy. So I therefore call her Mason, just to have a special nickname. And then for Lucas, it's just Lucas. But maybe for the new baby, somehow, Jay, I'll just kind of start calling him Jay.
You can't call an Evan Jay. That doesn't work.
I'll just Baby Jay. They'll be like, why? I'm like, I don't know. It's just clever sounding, Baby Jay.
That's so weird.
I'll just be like, yeah, look at the baby. Val. Yeah, and Val, it's Uncle Clay Clay is what they call me, actually. I'll be curious when Mason's like in middle school age, will she still call me Uncle Clay Clay? So Val, my question, or now Brian, if you can think, I can't figure out how to, and Jay, thank you. That is huge. I now know what I've made on eBay. Not a ton this year, but hey, I'll take it. And the good thing is I have that, a third of that is in my checking account, so I don't have to like stress,
That's tip number 4, which we'll get to in a minute. But what was your question about a bundle?
How do I make a bundle? The other day I thought I knew. So I have like this one person, you can't tell, but
purchase or sell?
Huh?
To buy or sell?
To sell. Can you not make it a bundle? I thought you could.
Yeah, you can. I usually don't make bundles for people. Like I did that once upon a time, and it seemed like a waste of time. Like people want something, they're gonna get it.
Okay.
I tell them to create their own bundle. I know how to do that. Like at the top right, it's like add a bundle.
So like if I came here and I send out an offer, you'd hit the wherever it is, leave a comment and say, hey, make a bundle and I'll.
Well, in my listings, for my jewelry, I have 3 for $30 sell. So my description, add this to a bundle with 2 other items priced X amount and send me an offer for $30.
So that's in your generic.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh, I can't believe it.
I like the way she typed it, entering StreamYard.
Today is your lucky day.
So how many listings?
Valerie is here.
Privilege today.
This makes up Brian. I really believe you coming on. He's like, not totally, 90 to 95% okay that he only has 3 listings.
It makes it better. It definitely makes it better.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay,
can you answer that?
Val, you made it 60%.
So did somebody just like a bunch of stuff in your closet, or what happened?
Yeah, they liked a bunch. And I guess I thought maybe because I created a bundle on someone else's store, I guess I thought there was a way I could make them a bundle. Because I thought you were saying on my show the other day, if I didn't want to offer a discount on shipping, I could
click on their profile, their picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then there'll be like a little picture of them with like a little briefcase thing next to their picture.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, down. Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay, yeah. So under her picture, I'd click that.
Well, wait, what are you clicking on?
Well, I thought you were saying click the little the bag.
Let me open up my.
Yeah, sorry. Let me turn the brightness down. Forgot.
Let me open it on my news feed so I can, or on my phone.
Jody Pasta taught me that trick. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Yeah.
No, at the very top of the screen. Well, at the very top of the screen next to their name, there's a little picture with that little square next to it.
About?
On that.
Where it says about?
No. At the very top where it says her name.
Oh, at the top. So, top. Oh, I see it. There you go.
So click on that.
Yep.
And then there's 3 dots at the top.
Yep. Click
that.
Click
on that and switch to sell view. And now does it show you everything that they liked?
Switch to sell view. Yes. Oh, okay. So then I can click that little.
Yeah, then you can add it to the bundle.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So it's just a few more clicks, but if there's like 5 things.
Yeah, you can do that. Send her an offer.
Yeah. Okay. That's huge. That is 2 giant things on my list between.
Are you not working on the donut box anymore?
It's over there, but no, we're moving away from that. Since my cousin.
Are the donuts all gone?
Huh?
Are there any donuts left?
By
the way, Clay dressed up today, guys.
I can see that. What was the special occasion?
So we've got like 2 bites of this is almost a week old of it.
Take a bite.
Take a bite. Take a bite. Take
Take
a
a
bite.
bite. Take a
Oh.
bite.
I heard it crunch. Hi, David.
It's really dry.
That's gross.
It's in a box. It's good.
It still tastes like plain cake donut, though.
This
There you go.
guy eats Velveeta that he leaves out of the fridge for
No, I
months on
didn't eat
end.
it. I threw it away. Oh,
And who drinks Gatorade with stale donuts? That's
no,
all.
it's water.
Doesn't
Okay.
donut have egg in?
I ate egg.
Fake egg though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh
because
no.
of
Do donuts have,
because
they
of
don't have
you?
egg in them?
Yeah, they do. It's egg, flour, and milk.
I don't
There's no egg in donuts. What kind of donut are you eating?
Ah.
Now that I
That's
have
called cake,
I'm
Jamie.
gonna
That's called
probably finish
cake.
this off.
Clay.
This is like that
Okay.
bite is like really hard.
Why are you dressed up?
I just thought I wanted to wear this tie. It's Angie's grandpa's. He died about 20 years ago, and I didn't really know him, but I thought it was cool, and I thought like dressing up, to help my mindset more, and so I got up, zoned out, watching TV, piddling some, and then I showered and got dressed. I got on a real work shirt. I don't wear ties to school, not in several years, not even parent conference. Put on my Lululemon pants that Angie gave me for my birthday. So
You got a button up, a tie, and some Lululemon pants.
no, but they work. They're like, you can wear them to work. They look like, if you look up ABC pants, that stands for anti-ball crushing. Seriously.
Okay, I just want to point out that if you Google common donut recipe, the top 3 all have egg in. So
I eat egg. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to test this out. What did you Google?
common donut recipe.
You will like, if you notice, to help my cousin design a page, I did use the inside of the donut box to help explain the sleep tracker that she created for me. So I am maximizing. Oh, look at that. I still got room. And the bottom.
Yeah, you got to keep using the box plate.
Right?
Oh man.
I should at this point have Phoebe draw like a donut box, maybe on the cover. Oh, that's what it'll be called, Clay's Donut Box.
Could be a new closet name.
Clay's Donut Box Closet.
Or the donut box.
Just the donut box?
The donut box.
Ooh, if I ever had a storefront, the donut box. I like that.
Yeah, but you don't sell donuts. So how many people are going to come in asking for a
I
donut?
know.
That's how
There
you
you
get
go.
the people in.
Is she saying wow because of the donuts you're eating, or the notes on the box, or a combination, or like what's the wow about?
Yeah. Eating the donut maybe and the box. I bet both. Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Bruce says ABCs are the opposite of TFJs. Two effing something maybe?
Yeah, I don't know what to.
When I got my first pair of these Lululemon pants, that people, if you don't have Lululemon pants, they're the best because you can wear
Hit
them.
up Jody, the Canadian. He sells lots. Jody has the Lululemon in his closet.
They're so great. Now they cost a fortune, but
What is a Lululemon pant?
what?
What is that?
It's just a brand,
It's like an
Lululemon.
athletic brand.
Okay.
Yeah, they shorts, but like I said, the only things I've ever had are one shirt when they opened at the mall here in town like 10 years ago. And expensive 2 effing jeans. Oh, okay. That's funny, Bruce. Yeah. So when I got the first pair of pants and the lady told me what the ABC stood for, I just like, nah. And she's like, yeah, look on the tag. And sure enough, I looked on the tag and it even says anti-ball crushing. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching, it's true.
I'm a girl, so do pants regularly do that or something? Do you have to buy special pants that don't do that?
They don't crush. They're like, as President Lyndon Baines Johnson told his tailor one time, and there's a tape of this, I just need a little more room down there, in my junk and my butthole. He actually said something like that.
Who said that?
LBJ on some of these tapes. LBJ from Texas, if you didn't know that, the guy who took over when Kennedy lost his head. Sorry, too soon. Here in Dallas. But I know I went dark there. Hey, Danica, I hope your kid, is he doing okay? What was I going to say too? But yeah, Lululemon pants are good. And then you said something about a girl. I don't know. I was thinking of something.
Sorry, I never got back to you earlier. I was waiting for that girl to respond to me, but I will send you her name, Clay.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I asked Val on an IG message. I said, I asked her, and Brian, you can answer. Do you ever look at, I don't think you've done it, Brian, but the buying wholesale from people on Poshmark? Did you even know that's a thing, Brian?
Yeah, I've heard that.
So I messaged
if you're going to buy wholesale, in my opinion, if you're going to buy wholesale, well, I don't know. I guess you'd have to look at it, but my initial thought is, I mean, that's too many people. Like, you want to get directly from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
What type of wholesale? What items?
Is the person or your friend Val clothes, right?
Yeah.
And is it just another posture that you've gotten to know?
She sells on a lot of platforms. She does really, really well. Her YouTube channel is Kaya EV. She's really, really young, but she's freaking killing it. She goes to school full time, works part time, and then does reselling part time. But her numbers are crazy good.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I sent you a message on Instagram.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, Brian, I just figured I might as well look into it,
Yeah, look into it. I mean, maybe.
Because I need, and here I realized I was texting with Kathy, work Kathy today, Brian. She texted, I don't know if you checked your email ever, but she's like, where do you send that? They want to just do some supportive poster or something, and I didn't. But she was like, where do you send that, blah, blah. And then we just started texting stuff. And I said, hey, Brian and I are going to go and get a place at Trader's Village, and blah, blah, blah. And we're just chatting about that. And I said,
let me pause 1 second. And later I want to add an idea related to that.
Okay.
That I picked up from today's call. So go ahead.
And so then I told her, I said, that's where I can clear your storage unit out, Kathy. She has all that crap or whatever that some could be great.
Wait, is it crap? I don't want crap in our.
Well, I don't know. I've got to look at it. But I mean, she has a lot of Disney. Ton.
Oh, that's not crap. Disney's good.
But, I said, I'll figure out like a percentage where, for me selling your stuff. And she's like, great. Because she wants to get rid of that storage unit, I think, Yeah. So I said, we're going to scout it out. And once we get it, then I'll talk to you. And she's like, perfect.
I would say instead of offering a percentage, just buy it out.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Trying to keep track of, this was.
True. I guess you have to go look and see how much stuff it is. Yeah. And
just be careful.
Who's this lady?
She teaches with us. She's teaches the same thing as me. She's one of my
adopted mother.
Did she borrow your car as well?
A bossy big sister. What Jay say?
Did she borrow your car as well?
No, she's not on the list.
Wait, you have to be on a list?
Needed.
There's a list.
Great lady. She can make my life more difficult, but she makes it also a lot easier at school. She likes to plan, and she likes to have
a very distinct, high-pitched voice.
Brian! Oh my God. Not to make fun of her.
You hear her across the school when she's screaming at kids.
As loud as I am, she just projects even more.
And it's painful to your ears.
Yeah. She's crazy loud. Yeah.
So before I forget, all right. So this was a tip and kind of got off the tips, and that's fine. But the guy that does furniture that I was telling you about,
yeah,
he's created a Facebook group, like a Facebook group that draws in people that's just related to the niche of furniture. He says he sells a lot of his furniture and even buys some from that Facebook group. So that got me thinking, that like once we get our spot at the flea market,
Yeah.
I want to create a Facebook group for that, like
To draw in.
example, Texas Treasures, Traders Village, you know, whatever the name is.
Yeah.
And so I could post like daily new items and just try to create
Yeah.
a social media presence for it.
Oh,
Draw.
see, that's where I might also use my Instagram.
Yeah.
More for local than bother. Like, I have that much interest in posting a bunch of stuff. Instagram could help, but I'd rather post like, you know, a quick, here's some furniture. Yeah.
So he says it does really well for him. So
Yeah.
I think in general, like Facebook groups are not like for me, like selling antiques and vintage and collectible, like I need to join a lot of those groups. And I think
Oh my God.
leverage those groups to sell some of your stuff. If they, and not necessarily say, hey, I'm selling this, but you could, hey, post a picture. Can somebody help me, you know, identify this?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people in those groups that are collectors anyway. And
Yeah.
then they're probably going to message you, hey, you know, I'm interested. I'd like to buy that.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty good.
Bruce, your comment about the pants and politics, that's funny. That's good stuff there. Bruce is always bringing the funny. Bruce, are we ever going to get you on? That would be something.
I've seen his bunny on before,
Oh, really? Okay.
and him on his Instagram.
Oh, let's see. Do I follow? I don't know who I follow on. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. For the massage there. Jacob.
The message.
Huh? What?
Nothing.
You're doing your low, quiet deal that's funny, and we're missing it. Is he?
Nothing. I'm shutting up. Go ahead.
I don't find Jacob Fufu on unless you got to like.
I don't know
Maybe
what he's
it's-
under. Let me search mine.
Jakob. Maybe because you got to do all of it together. Oh wait, is that right?
I don't know how to use Instagram. I suck at it.
Jacob Fufu. I'm trying to.
Oh, that's probably because you're not following. I'm not gonna. If he wants to give it away, he can, but it's not under his YouTube name.
Oh, okay. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away.
That's what I thought when I said that.
Yeah. She sounds fun. Yes, I am on IG just to show I'm a real person. Now that you say that with the name and the bunny, it's kind of like, yeah, is this one of those DJs pages that likes, you know, and wants to always says, I want to be friends?
Yeah.
Right.
Jay, I know, will comment and be
He
like,
commented on my. I uploaded a video this morning. He commented as well. Like, can I be friends? And I was so tempted to be like,
I have listened to some of the stuff and I'm like, oh, I like that. Okay. Oh, I've seen. Okay, Bruce, I've seen you suggested in like, yeah, the
People you may know.
yeah, something like that. Okay, follow back. Oh, he follows me, so that's why, yeah.
Oh, burn. He was following you this whole time.
Yeah, no. I said I don't notice who's, you know, I try every now and then to go through and like, oh, I need to follow them back. Okay, let's wait.
Hello, Mike. Glad you can make it.
Ben.
what happened to Kev the other day? He got out of his car and then we never saw him again.
Who?
Kev.
Kevin, the Thrifting Lounge.
Oh, I must have missed that.
I like the bunny.
Yeah, I don't know, Jay.
He was arguing with his missus or something before. That's why I don't know. Then he went missing. So
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, and Kevin's always on Instagram.
Yeah. And I try to help him out when he messages us and says, hey, guys, will you go like and comment? I'll take you 2 seconds and
Just, like, I'm busy.
I'll help a brother out.
I mean, I've done it, but I'm like,
How to answer a message on a game, but I'm getting a little bit.
Hey, do y'all think about I'm just kind of looking at those clips,
Funny.
like Chris Daily Refinement, like he spends $1,600 a day on inventory.
Oh my
And
God.
that's his goal to do that, because you know your sell-through rate after 90 days, if you list consistently, what you list will be what you sell in a day.
Yeah, and
So
he lists
listed $1,600 a day for 9, and at the end of 90 days, you should be
because
making.
what? Doesn't he do like 70 to 80 pairs of shoes a day just himself? Plus,
He has.
his two assistants do the clothes. I don't know. I just in my head, he's doing 100 a day at least.
And here I am, like I've been buying a lot. And here's an interesting thing: I've been buying a lot of inventory the past couple of weeks. Like
Yeah, a
I'm
lot.
struggling to process it all, which is why I'm bringing on listers. And then so every Friday I do my books and I charge things to get the cash back. And I was kind of worried. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I made enough money to at least pay for all the inventory I bought. And I was pleasantly surprised. I had made more, several $100s more than what I purchased over the past week or so, I guess since last Friday. And I've made some big purchases. I bought a lot of wholesale items. I bought like 3 either auctions or estate sales, and one of them I spent, like yesterday I dropped like 300 and some odd bucks at an auction, and I went to another one. So I guess the point I'm trying to make in a rambling way is that, yeah, we can be scared about buying inventory, but if we buy good inventory,
yeah,
the money's going to come in. So you have to. I think if you have a goal of making X amount, you got to kind of think of it in terms of, I need to source X amount per day or per week to hit those numbers.
Yeah, I used to be so scared of spending my money, but when I first started, I had no money. I literally started with £5. So
yeah,
like it took me a while to realize that I was actually making money because I was just spending it all the time. But now I have like seven and a half grand's worth of stock, and also have like 3,500 in the bank, just sat there chilling, waiting to be spent again. So it's like I've gone from £5 to what if I had them together, like 10 grand.
Mhm.
Wow, it's impressive.
So,
Clay, related to what Jay is saying,
yeah,
with your storage unit, did you purchase insurance for your storage unit where you're storing stuff?
I called my insurance, Allstate, and said, "Is that included on my renters?" And they like, yes, because the lady at the storage place at first was like, almost like she didn't believe me, and I was like, why would I lie about it?
I think because I listened to the episode with the insurance lady on Pure Hustle podcast. I think they probably assumed that they thought that was your personal items at the storage unit, and that would be covered probably. But I don't really think it is, since it's like the lady on the Pure Hustle podcast, the insurance lady, like made that clear that because it's business that you really need a separate policy for it. I did go ahead and got they offered like a $5,000 one. I think it was like $18 a month
through the storage place.
Or
something, but not your people. Something associated with the unit, you're saying, like that they recommended or something.
Well, yeah, they strongly recommend it. And I was thinking, I'm usually one not to get insurance if I don't need it. But think about it: a tornado comes through or gets broken into. Then, because in my garage, Claudia asked me this, she's like, how much do you have in inventory in your garage? And I don't know exactly. I know what Poshmark says I have, and it's a whole lot, but that's based on the full retail price too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just, I said, let me get at least 5,000, because 5,000, it may not cover the retail price if something happened. But it'd probably cover, with 5,000, I could buy enough inventory to make.
Oh God, 5,000. My inventory probably only cost a couple $100.
Right.
5,000. That's like a couple of months' paychecks and stuff. Almost, not really one, but or give it 1.5. Hi, Kat.
What about you, pal? Clay and Jay answer the question. What what's one thing you've done that's had a positive impact lately, or what's one piece of advice you'd give to a new seller, new reseller?
Advice. Being picky when oops, sorry, let me silence my phone. Gee. Being picky when you're outsourcing. Like when I first started reselling and watching YouTube, I was watching all these big YouTubers and they're telling me these brands. So I'm out there getting excited when I find like Free People or Anthropology pieces. But what they don't tell you is that not all of that stuff sells equally. So know what's in fashion, which it's not as hard as it sounds. Like me, I dress like in sweatpants and baggy, torn up t-shirts every day. I'm not the most fashionable looking, but like I can tell what's cute and what looks really, really outdated and ugly. So just not picking up everything that you hear these big YouTubers telling you to pick up. Sure, maybe they can sell it, but that's because they have a following of like 50,000 people.
Yeah.
So they're buying the stuff out of their closet just to be like, oh, I bought from so-and-so. And also being able to tell your family, oh, maybe this is bad advice at this time since people are struggling to get inventory. But when I first started, I was making the mistake of accepting everything that like my friends and family were donating to me because they knew I was reselling. But it was just like, I mean, it wasn't all crap. There was some good stuff in there, but like I was listing absolutely everything because I was like, well, it's free. Don't do that because you're not going to want to share your Poshmark closet if there's just a bunch of crap.
But I don't have a lot of crap. Angie's giving me good stuff.
Well, yeah, if you have Angie giving you stuff, take the stuff.
And a lot of it maybe isn't the best, but even if it's like a couple things I just sent offers, sure, it's like $13 after it sells. Sure, I'm not going to make a ton off of that, but still easy money.
Well, yes and no, but you don't even share your. I'm not.
No, I do.
But you don't share your closet. Imagine if you had 900 pieces in your closet and like 500 was just,
Oh, yeah.
You really wouldn't want to share that. And that's what I was doing at the very beginning.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Through my closet, it's aesthetically, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but it's really aesthetically pleasing. And it's brands that I want to share because I know people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
So, all right. I like that. So, in other words, learn your niches and sell things you enjoy. Is that what? Because your mystery boxes, you're getting rid of stuff that may be valuable, but it's not something that maybe you're really interested in, right?
Yeah, like some of them boxes have been packed full of Nike, Lululemon, but it's just not stuff I'm interested in. But I know other people are, and I come across it all the time in the bins, and it's hard as a reseller to not pick that stuff up. But when you get home with it and you don't have the desire to list it, that's when it becomes a problem. But the boxes, I do think I'm going to continue picking up those brands at the bins just to put them in boxes to resell.
I was about to say, I need to get in touch if you're getting some of that good stuff. I'll buy it from you, yeah. Where you make some money.
Yeah.
Off of me, yeah.
So are those mystery? I mean, obviously, it's not going to be as profitable as listing them yourself, but you're still making some type of profit on them.
Yeah, it was really cool. There was actually a girl. She made an Instagram post. She bought one of my boxes. Let me look through my solds. Oh, I'll look at it in a second. But she bought a box for me, and there was a Rebecca Minkoff backpack in one of them. Really cute backpack. I picked it up at the bins. It probably cost less than $1 because it was a really lightweight one. Mm-hmm. She sold it for $60, which was amazing.
Nice.
Like that made me really happy for her, and it was really good, like advertising for me and my boxes.
Right. And how much did the box sell for?
That's what I'm looking up real quick.
$3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start buying Val's boxes.
Shoot. I like Jay just waits. That's where you should have just said that and clicked leave studio. George Costanza, I'm out. You got a good line and you hit the game-winning shot there.
Right.
That in. So she paid $31 for it.
Wow.
And I'm okay with that.
So on that one purse, she's already positive.
Yeah. And that box has really good brands in it.
I didn't realize, like, I've seen some of the videos about the boxes, but I'm not focusing on like what's going in always. So like, I'm watching it because it's your video or whatever, you know.
Mhm.
But so now I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get some of those boxes. Those are good.
The
stuff.
cheapest box is sold for $18, and that was a box full of Columbia, which I wasn't expecting it to go for very much because that's in Colorado. That is such a common brand that it's done.
Oh.
People don't really buy that. You can find that all day at the bins, and then the
my
most
God.
expensive box was $65.
Oh,
Well, shoot, I don't like selling clothing, but dang.
see, I
Got me thinking
do.
again.
That's what I'm selling.
Maybe if I had a lister that just did clothing, that might be. See, when we're talking about scaling, that's what I'm talking about. Like even Val, like I don't know if you've thought about it, but you've got so much money in those boxes. Like if you could have a lister, you come in and pay them $10, $12 an hour, and they're listing. If they're listing 6 pieces of clothing an hour, and the average profit on each piece of clothing was just $15. So they're bringing in $90 of profit. Just say $100 profit an hour. Even if you paid them like up to $15 an hour, that's still a win. Just finding somebody that you could trust that would be cool with that.
But what I like about the boxes, like, it's just so simple. My listings, I take a picture of everything in the box, like I fold it up, make it look nice in the box. And then everything else is just either there's photos of the tags and then photos of the material tags, and that's it for photos.
Have you thought of doing minimums? Like this box is £30 minimum, bid ahead.
No, I'm not too concerned about that yet. Like I said, the least I've gotten on a box was $18. And I'd say half of the stuff in that box was free anyway, and it was just Columbia, so I knew it wasn't going to go for a lot. And then the higher end box, like the Lululemon or the one that had a pair of new Tory Burch shoes, I wasn't concerned about that either, because I know people watching these videos know what stuff sells for, and they don't want to get outbid. It's just the mid-range boxes that when I put out my video, I might have a little hesitation and get a little scared of what the bids are going to be.
Yeah.
That's got me thinking, like, so you go to, say I go to the bins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I pick up a lot of that stuff. It's either, there's 2 ways to do it. Either one, you get a lister like Daily Refinement. He has a couple listers cranking out clothes, and there's a reason he's doing $30K a month of sales. Or if you don't want to do that route, then what Val's doing. You know it'll sell, but you don't want to list it.
Yeah.
So you basically wholesale it through a YouTube channel. That's pretty good. I like that, Val.
I think even if you were doing the boxes, like if you were interested in doing the boxes, and I might consider hiring my niece to go with me to the bins, and both of us splitting up and just getting as much as we can, and I'll pay her like $20 to go with me for a day at the bins, $20 and some Taco Bell. She'd probably do it. She's 13 years old.
How old?
She's 13.
Yeah.
So she'd be down $20 and some Taco Bell. She'd be awesome. And then I get double what I would just sourcing by myself for these boxes.
That's good. It's kind of like when Clay and I, we go out and we hit up shoes. We work together, and I'm not paying him, but we split it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could do that with my daughter because she's been bugging me to go thrifting. Like go to the bins. All right, you find all the good stuff. But see, like part of me is kind of greedy. Like I've got the Daily Refinement mindset. Like the box is good. I could also hire somebody.
Yeah.
Pay them $13 an hour.
You know, Brian's going to hire some 30-year-old chick to start selling boxes on eBay, on YouTube.
And his ad will be very, very weirdly specific. Some combination of Chinese, Mexican, Portuguese, ideally.
Oh man, I'm feeling attacked here. Oh my gosh!
No,
so you blame me for trying
we're all Val fans. Oh, we're
economic opportunity.
What's her name going to be? Brianna. Brianna's boxes.
Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. I like the alliteration. Hi, James. No comment. No comment.
Hey, James.
I did actually, the box that was supposed to go up next, I was getting it ready to photograph tags, and I decided to keep it for myself. It was It was some mountainy brands that like
Oh, no.
I didn't really want to list. I didn't know if they were worth listing in my closet. But then at the same time, I don't know if anybody else appreciates mountain brands like I do, and if they would have saw the worth in it. So I ended up I listed them. I photographed them.
I think mountain brands are pretty well known in the reselling community. I think you definitely get some good money on it.
Yeah, I might do an experimental box just to see.
And by the way, for the record, my 2 listers are both guys. Clay.
I know that.
30-year-old women.
Oh, you said Jay, not Clay. Sorry.
Well, yeah, you too, Clay.
I know who your listener is.
I was even trying to hire Clay once upon a time before his reselling took off. He was going to be a lister for me.
Yeah.
Like 15 an hour. Then I guess, what, do you realize you can make more money listing on your own?
Well, and then just with work, after coming, the idea of going down there after work was tough to want to, when I try to come home and do mine. Like if I was going to go full time this fall instead of going back, I'd probably take you up on it. And I guess it's a possibility is because if they make us go back and I don't feel safe.
Well, if I get a lister for clothing, this is what I want. Clay, we both have the same mentality. We like to buy all the toys, the reselling toys, right? I've got so many LED ring lights and ridiculous. I think I'd want to get the 6x4 Havoc's light box.
I want,
clothing, dude.
I want that.
That thing is sweet. I priced it on Amazon.
I looked it up the other day on the show, and it's like 400 or.
Take some amazing photos.
Yeah.
And it's a write-off. That's always telling myself. It's a write-off.
Larry. Yeah, I'm going to look at what's in my bank account now. I think I have enough to.
Brianna will wear mom jeans. That's funny.
I hate how StreamYard, the comments are behind. It seems like mom jeans.
Or Jacob got outbid on Val's box.
Oh, yeah. We got paid today. Is today the 15th?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the 14th. Oh, I need to put my new nephew's birthday in my phone right now while it's easy.
You got a year.
Yeah, I know, but might as well put it in right now, right? So that it's a repeat every year. Yeah, and he's so little, he's not going to know crap he's a few hours old. He's kind of stupid at this point, right?
Oh my gosh.
I'm joking.
So offensive, Clay.
Uncle Clay.
Isn't it kind of true? No offense. I mean, look, when we're all born and you're a few hours old, what can you do?
Oh man.
What would a baby do for a Klondike bar there? That's most important.
I sold my first mystery box on Poshmark when I was 2 days old. Thank you very much.
You should have left again. Had 2 of them. Jay's like Kobe or something, just in a zone, like half court, or Seth Curry, I guess. Kobe would miss too many times. What's his name?
Wait, you're hating on Kobe? What?
I'm not hating it, just more truth that he's a volume shooter. Great player, volume shooter.
Kobe was great. I mean, he's nobody's as good as shooter stuff. But.
And then it's weird to be like, oh yeah, he's dead. How weird is that?
That's so crazy, dude. Like my brother, he loved
I didn't like him, but it rattled me.
Yeah, as a player, I didn't like him, especially like going up against the Mavs and Dirk. But I respected the heck out of him.
Yeah.
Kind of got off the list. I don't know.
Sales Bolos.
I guess you can just watch his video, but it was filled with good tips.
And then, wait, what is the best piece of advice? We did that clothing giveaway. We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Here
when we end, if you want to be in the drawing for James's clothing box, mysterious men's clothing box, you don't have to bid on it. It'll be free. After this video, after we're done, just go to the comments and leave your best piece of advice for a new reseller in the comment section, or what's the best thing you've done to that's boosted your reselling game in the past month.
Is that your alarm, Brian, or something?
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is about dinner time. My daughter's asking me, like, she wants spring rolls for dinner, which does sound pretty good.
I gotta go give Chad his eye drops.
All right, go take care of Chad. I think we're gonna go ahead and end this.
Tell Chadsworth hello from all of us.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Did you tell him that I like to call him Chadsworth and he's British?
No, but every time he does hear his name, he kind of makes a face like, what did he just call me? Okay, funny. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
All right. Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right. Last plug. Once again, comment after the show's over. One piece of advice or one thing you've implemented that has boosted your reselling game in May. Monday, we'll do a live drawing, and one lucky winner will get a cool box of men's clothing. I like this idea. I'm kind of thinking doing weekly giveaways on Fridays, different things. So, that being said, everybody have a good weekend. Oh, Clay, Traders Village, I guess it depends on the weather.
We can
guess I'll talk to you in the morning.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we'll text in a few hours, see what it looks like in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay?
If not, maybe Sunday.
Yes, Sunday, I don't, yeah.
So,
would you want to meet out there or what?
We'll figure it out. Probably, I wouldn't want to drive to your house. I doubt you want to drive.
That's fine, because I don't know why.
If you want to drive down here, that'd be fine. But.
Well, no, I'm just saying because I'm sharing the car, and I don't think she needs it early, but.
Oh, I could pick you up if you need a ride.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'm going to text her in a minute and see if she's teaching yoga. That's the only reason.
If you do it tomorrow, I'm thinking probably tomorrow afternoon because I got to pick up Veronica's car. By the way, they covered the transmission. That was good news. And I've got to pick up a shed. And I think we're building a shed. It's one of those plastic sheds.
A she shed?
Yeah, seashell shed, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's supposed to rain early in the morning, so afternoon if we do it might work.
Okay.
I can fly to New York for £350 right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's so insane how cheap stuff is right now to fly. Yeah. Yeah. That's
It was like £1,500 last time I looked.
Right. I could have gone to Denver a couple of weeks ago for $38 round trip.
Wow.
I know. But I don't want to be on a tube with people, so.
All right, guys. I gotta
Jay,
go
plug your ears.
Plug your ears, Jay. Here we go.
Loud.
Good weekend. We'll talk to you probably Monday. I don't know if I'm coming on tomorrow. I think Clay and I are gonna. Hey, if we go out to Traders Village, maybe we shoot a little video.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
You should do a stream while you're there.
I can. I don't have 1,000 subs. Yeah.
Maybe I could, if I took my laptop and I created a hotspot for my phone, I could get on my channel or something.
Wait, what do you mean you have 1,000 subs? What's that got to do with it?
That's just the rule.
Live, you have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours.
We could do it on our Instagrams.
But you are streaming live right now.
Yeah, but because it's from a computer.
Yeah, hardwired. Like, yeah.
You have to be hardwired. Hardwired. By the way, if you haven't liked the video, smash the like button. Hit the bell to be notified when new videos drop. And maybe Clay and I will. Traders Village is an interesting place. Oh, my mask came in, so I should be good with the mask.
Oh, that's nice.
All right. Plug your ears, Jay. And everybody have a good weekend. I'm out. Peace.